some good people up front. He took a lot of hits. So that combination of things leads you to believe that it's best to get him out of there when you do.
That's why we made the decision, and we had dialogue with him. He was not comfortable at the time. He had enough hits, and again hasn't played in the games enough right now to be in great game shape. We knew coming into the ball game that he may not be able to hold it up from a stamina standpoint for 75 or 80 snaps. And so we had a plan to try to work Rob Henry in there some and utilize him some to take some of the reps away from Robert Marr. And then Turbush, he was part of the equation as well, but we got Robert Marr out of the ball game. It took a point in time, but we had been hit enough and had done about all we could do.
Danny, it looked from upstairs like they were really dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Is that your take on as well? And any surprise at all how much Penn State controlled up front?
I knew going into the ball game that probably the strength of the football team was what they had across the line of scrimmage. And, I don't know. We'll look at the film to see where the line of dominance is at. I'm not disputing that, but I still want to look at the film first because I thought that our defensive front came out and played hard early in the ball game. I knew that our offensive line would have some struggles. They have 3 or 4 outstanding defensive linemen, some great personnel in their front seven. We knew coming into the ball game that the defensive front seven was one of the best defensive front sevens we go against all season long. We got some guys back. When Kawan Short was able to come back and play the bulk of the ball game, even though he didn't practice any this week. I appreciate him coming out and showing the courage to come out, and play on a turned ankle. And we got a little more out of Ryan Russell than we have in the last 3 or 4 weeks. But we've been banged up across the front defensively. That has negated how effective we can be at times. But we knew coming into the ball game that Penn State was exceptional across the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. That part I'm not surprised about. I thought we'd hold up a bit better.
Just to follow up on the offensive line, is it preventing you, its play preventing you from doing what you want to do offensively right now?
Well, the quarterback was hit. He was pressured some. And so obviously if you can't protect the quarterback to some degree of excellence, then you can struggle in the passing game. Again, I think Robert Marr showed a lot of courage, but we did not protect the quarterback near as well as we needed to today, and made it much tougher on Robert. In spite of that, I've been in many games before where we played against dominant defensive fronts and we struggled to protect the quarterback, but we're still able to pitch and catch and move the football and make plays and win in spite of all that. If we had not changed the single block today but had caught the football, then we would have moved the sticks and had a much better chance to compete and stay in the ball game. So yes, we need to protect the quarterback a lot better, but when we get our chances to get open and catch the football, we have to really cash in to make that happen. So protection wasn't what it needed to be, and the sure-handedness of our receivers let us down today.
Coach, you can't have a better season record-wise than what you had a year ago. So can you still define the season as a success? And if so, in what ways?
Well, if we went out and go to postseason play, that's a successful season. It may not be any more successful than last season, but it is still a successful season. Comparing this season and last season, based on the level of success or not, based on what we have in place right now and in front of us. And I think if we win the next 3 ball games and go into postseason play, I think it'll be a good sign for our football team and our football program. And obviously, we're disappointed where we're at. We haven't came through in the clutch games and the big game. That's why we're at where we're at. But we can still win and end the season with some momentum and on a positive note. And that's very important for our team and program right now.
Are you running out of fiery speeches or tricks in the coaching bag to get this thing straightened out right now?
I don't think it's fiery speeches or tricks in the coaching bag. The players have to execute. We had a good game plan, and again, I was very pleased with the way that our team responded as far as pulling themselves together this week, and leaders stepped up and they dedicated themselves to the season and practiced really hard. And we had a fantastic week of preparation. We came to the ball game today believing that we were going to win. I believe if we could have played a little bit better on the line of scrimmage and caught the passes that were thrown to us, that we would have been in position to compete. and if you're in a position to compete and you're in a position to win. We didn't catch the football very well today, and we kept putting their offense out on the field, and that over a period of time, they wore our defense down. It's not about fiery speeches or coaching tricks. We have to go out there and coach better and play better and execute better. It's not about speeches or tricks right now. It's about execution.
Are you concerned that you're going to be fired?
No, I'm not concerned about that.
Again, I don't know what the exact numbers turned out to be, but I think 4 of your first 5 possessions or something like that started at the 50, but you weren't able to produce much. Just how much did that hurt to be able to, to not be able to do anything but have that great field position?
I think it was a difference maker in the ball game, to be quite honest with you. I feel like we had good field position and our offense should have cashed in on it. We came out ready to play. The guys were excited and we scored on our opening drive and did some good things early in the ball game. And the guys were into it. The fact that we weren't able to manufacture points off a good field position is exactly why the ball game got to where it was at, and that's why it ended like it did. Because we didn't cash in on the opportunities that we had early in the ball game.